Hello, welcome back to David Vick and Marcy and Project. Subscribers, I want to welcome you. We have to thank Paul Wardingham for Cyber Genesis album. If y'all ever wonder why I always put him on there when I have his music, sponsor. So they gave me the rights to put him on there just as long as I said his name. Kind of want to go over some gearing today, gearing options that you can do for your quarter scale, fifth scale, sixth scale, seventh scale, eighth scale cards that you build. Just keep in mind that you got to keep your mind open when you build this stuff, and everything that you build is a trial and error and is a learning progress. Antonio sent me a message the other day and asked me about some different gearing options, and I said, well, yeah. Well, back in the day, when I first started, I built a 2-cycle weed eater RC car, and this is not the 2-cycle weed eater clutch, but right out the front side of the clutch, I took the 8 scale cup and put it on there, and I had welded it on the end of it, right there. And then what we did was we took the 8 scale axle and put it in the cup, and then we put the other side, say this side would be hooked into the diff right here, and that's how we ran it. But you got to remember, don't get your axle at a real high rate. Just make sure it's kind of straight as you can get it. That means if you even have to cut the chassis out to set the engine down straight, it's a lot easier to drive it this way than it is up here, and you don't put so much load on it. You just get it straight. Another thing is, you can always use the stock 5th scale gears that you can get from Robin or Associated or whoever you're going to use for these gears. Get on Amazon, they have all kinds of sprockets and chains and different kinds of stuff. I just kind of picked pocket bike stuff because it was easy to work with. The engines are cheap versus say a nitro motor. You had to buy this nitro motor. This would run you $200-300 for a nitro motor when you can buy a 54cc pocket bike motor for $50. So like I always say, it's a pretty good platform to work off of. Nitro motors, yeah, they're cool. It's a little 2-cycle diesel basically. Turns high RPM. I know a lot of people like them and stuff, but it's just personal preference is all it is. And your fundage. And I try to do low dope fundage RC car builds. Another way you can go about doing it, like I said, clutch stuff like this. You can drive gears and stuff like this. You can even cut the bell off of here and add you these flange collars. You can get these on Amazon. They come in all different sizes, millimeter sizes. You can get them in fractional sizes. All you have to do is just get you a hole saw and build you an aluminum adapter plate, countersink the holes, and you can basically, like this one here. This one here is meant for this gear. So all you do is you mount the gear on there. You got to mount the flange on there first. It's countersinked on the back side, and you can put this on here on the gear, and you can run your chain or whatever. This is a 25 chain. This is 25 chain. This is 25. The one that's on the GT car is a F8T chain. That's this chain. That's the F8T chain, and this is just the regular 25 chain. So you can see there's a very big difference in between the two. Personal preference on running them, that's on you. I ran the 25 chain on the original GT car with the gearbox, and it ran really good. Was thinking about running this on a live axle setup, but I got another Robin transmission and some axles and some stuff, so I think we're going to run that on the GT car, But for the primary drive chain, I think we might go back with the 25 chain versus the F8T chain, because you can do mini bike stuff on that and however you want to do. But I just kind of wanted to go over some different options for you and kind of show you how you can build some different stuff. Even sand in the fat, I've also been throwing around the ponder the idea also. This is a 4,000 kV brushless motor. I could get a 5mm shaft collar for this. We can hook it on here or hook it on here versus whatever. It's mounted in here. And then we can run gearing off the transmission box to make an actual brushless setup, because this turns 50,000 RPMs. The pocket bike motor might turn 15,000 RPMs. But this makes pretty good power because it's brushless. We got a 60 amp ESC, Hobbywing ESC. These are good ESCs. I like them. But being said, I mean, just keep your mind open. You can build anything that you want to build. Like I said, it's trial and error, and just keep on pushing, and you just gain more knowledge as you build stuff. I didn't become a master diesel mechanic overnight. It took me years and years of building stuff and doing all different kinds of stuff, but this is why I love my mechanical backfield that I have, knowledge that I have to build stuff. And I've always been that way. Ever since I was little, I've always built stuff like crazy, which is good. I mean, it kept me out of trouble and kept me going with the wrong crowd. And, I mean, it's good that people see that, I like building this stuff and they watch my videos, and I'm really intrigued by it. But this is Dave with David Wickham RC. If you like this kind of content, give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you think. Appreciate some of y'all reaching out to me and talking to me about stuff. That's really cool. And I'm just going to let you have y'all's beautiful day. Sorry we're not running the car today. Kind of rainy, what have you, here in Florida. So just going to go with that. Y'all in the next one. Later, guys.